Okay, greetings Internet. Today we are going to cast a game. And it's just some random matchmaking. And I'm not alone again. This time I got Chowie. Chowie, introduce yourself.
Hello guys. I am Chowie. I'll be helping Mommy today with his casting. And this is my first time casting on his YouTube channel, which you can find on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? I don't know.
Well, these guys know my YouTube channel, so...
Okay, you guys you're his fans.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. Anyways, yeah, we'll be casting a random TMI today. I mean,
Yeah.
TMM, sorry. And here we have Freshpro playing Kinesis, which is the main reason why we're doing this.
Yeah, exactly. We picked the replay because I saw Freshpro playing Kinesis. I'm very excited about the Zero because he looks like he's a lot of fun. And yeah, so let's get this started. 3,
Indeed.
2, 1,
Wait,
go.
Go.
Okay, so yeah, again, this is just some random matchmaking game. But if we take a look at the player names, so we got Greetorp, that guy is from the Honkers team. I think he is a StarCraft caster or something like that, right?
Thing is, yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Freshpro, well, obviously. But we got Breaky is Noob. So maybe that's Breaky because we got Pepper Frill, which and his clan tag is Phil. Maybe that's Phil the Frill. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, we can't know. So let's hope that's the case because it will be a fun game if so.
Yeah, let's just bash on Phil all the time because that's what everybody does.
Indeed.
But yeah, this was a single draft game, so we don't have the most professional lanes ever. We got a Moon Queen in the middle, we got Bombardier, Pestilence at the bottom, and Master of Arms, Andromeda top. So this is actually quite interesting because why are we going to see Bombardier support? Really?
Yeah, well, that's how it works in matchmaking.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Master of Arms is a better support.
I know.
Master of Arms is one of those heroes you can actually send to play support, and he's going to do quite fine. He has some nice burst potential, and even though he can use money, he doesn't actually need it that much. He is not dependent on it to be useful. So,
But yeah, Freshpro is already killing Moon Queen middle to null. I don't know how he's doing it. I'm not even paying attention because he's doing it so fast. And I have no idea how Kinesis works at all.
oh, you don't? So
No, please explain it to me.
basically, his second ability is his main damage source. So you lift up a random creep or tree, or I think it's the closest to you, around you, and then you can throw that creep or tree onto the enemy. The thing is, his ability works based on charges. So you get 1 charge on level 1, 2 charges on level 2, etc. Up to 4 charges. And basically what your main source of damage is you run around, lift up 4 creeps or trees, and then throw them at your opponent. And it slows, and actually deals a lot of damage. At level 4, one of those creeps deals 100 damage. So
Yeah.
it's basically a 400 damage noob. And then he got a Storm Spirit-like ability. By the way, if you pay attention to the mid lane, that's what he just
Yeah,
did.
I'm just watching now.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, especially early on, because the thing that scales about this ability are the charges and not exactly the...
First of many.
As you can see, he completely dominated that Moon Queen. But the thing about that ability is, first of all, it has a very low mana cost, and also you can spam it early on because it deals a lot of damage. The damage doesn't scale that much. It scales by 5 points every single level. So it's a very powerful early game tool. Yeah, and his first ability basically is kind of like a Storm Spirit, except for the fact that it doesn't make you invulnerable, and any enemies that are around the target as soon as it wears off take damage and get stunned, and the target itself also takes damage as soon as he gets out of the cycler.
That's nice.
Yeah, but other than that, he's just kind of like your usual ganking mid hero, and he is very interesting. I believe him to be a lot of fun. The thing about him is, do you know what his ultimate does?
I only saw the preview in Hon. I believe it was that it lifts up more creeps at the same time?
Basically what it does is it allows you to lift up an area of creeps or trees, and it's restricted to numbers, so it's 3, 5, 7. If you get a Staff of the Masters, it gets an additional 3 every level. And the fun thing about that is that both of his abilities that allow him to throw creeps, his ultimate allows him to do that as well, because instead of being a single target like his second skill, his ultimate allows you to throw them in an AoE.
So much damage. So is it the same damage from his ultimate and from his second spell?
It's the same damage, but the fun thing is that they do stack. So you are able to lift up 4 creeps with your second ability, and then lift up, let's say, another 5 creeps with your ultimate, and then you can choose to either throw them with your ultimate to deal 900 AoE and maybe not hit or something like that, or you can choose to use it as a single target. So there are a lot of choices you can actually make with this hero.
Is it an AoE damage or is it a single target, by the way? Because as far as I remember, when I was seeing the preview of the hero, the chick that's doing a preview said that the ultimate is AoE damage.
The ultimate is AoE damage, but if you want to, you can actually choose to use it with your second ability as a single target nuke. It's just for one reason, because the creeps don't deal the damage instantly. So they need some time to travel to the point you selected, and that's why you may actually want to choose to use it as a single target, because if you use it as a single target, if you use it as a single target, the creeps are going to follow. They are going to chase your opponent. If you use it as an AoE, they don't. So
yeah, I figured that one out.
And his passive, his third ability is basically the more damage you deal to an enemy, you get a shield that blocks some damage. That's basically the hero. And I think he's interesting because he is able to put out a lot of damage, a lot of burst, and if played correctly, you're actually able to set up traps with him, like lifting up 4 creeps at one spot, and then because it works based on charges that regenerate, you are actually able to lift up to 6 creeps at a time, and then use everything. Or you can just lift them up somewhere else, and then throw them at your target, so when he doesn't see that you have actually something lifted up and he doesn't expect it. Stuff like that.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, but it has limited range. I mean, it's not.
It has limited range. It's not global. But yeah,
it's good. It's a fun hero to watch.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of items that I would really do to this hero.
Yeah.
That could emphasize his damage.
Yeah. The thing about his passive, it basically works like this. If you deal magic damage to an opponent, you get a shield. Now, this is not restricted to spells. You can get items like a codex, and if you use a codex on your opponent, you're going to get a shield based on the amount of damage you deal with that codex. Or you can get even a mock of brilliance, go crazy like that. So that's why one of the big reasons why I'm interested in this hero. His passive basically allows him to go maybe that tanky build with a mock of brilliance or something crazy like that, or maybe you're just going to see a standard nuking hero.
Yeah, but both ways he'll just be a huge danger for the opposing team.
Yes. So yeah, that's basically about this hero, but he is currently simply destroying the mid lane. Poor monkey. Guess it's Freshpro after all.
Yeah, well, it's either him playing it good really, or it's a new hero. I mean, we have to admit that it's a new hero. Just look at it. Look how much damage he does.
Yeah.
He lifts more, and here he goes.
Yeah, so yeah, that damage is really powerful. Oh, that poor monkey.
I really want to see a portal key and Frostfield played on this hero. Like, lift up objects from the around, and then portal key and Frostfield played, and they don't think that you have lifted objects on, and you start nuking them all away.
Yeah, these are actually things that you can do with him. And I have seen that in an in-house game of my clan. Some guy went ahead and basically got ghost marchers and a portal key. And then all he did was teleport somewhere, use his abilities as soon as he teleported back to the base, so he still has the regeneration, and the enemy doesn't know that he actually lost mana. Run into the enemy. The enemy was like, oh, not much he can do. He doesn't have anything lifted. Jumps in and kills pretty much everything. So that was very exciting to watch, and it's just he's one of those heroes that can actually bluff something, which I think is quite fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are more heroes than just him in the game. We also got that Bombardier Pestilence at the bottom, and Pestilence is actually doing very good, so he's kind of the counterpart to that Kinesis. And Kinesis,
he's gonna die probably now. Oh, almost. Nope. Saved by Master of Arms.
Oh. Vindicator actually picked up Alchemy spawns. Oh, that's interesting. Guess that's out of desperation. Well, I'm not going to get that much now. Might as well. No, wait, no, his farm is actually pretty decent. Not that I take a look at it. His farm
I don't know. I like picking up Alchemist Bones for Vindicator, regardless of my farm. I always play him as a carry, and if I get the farm that allows me to get Alchemist Bones before the 10th minute marker, I do it. But if it's later than the 10th minute marker, I just go to Tablet of Command.
Oh, poor Andromeda. Getting completely decimated, and looks like Master of Arms probably going to go down as well. Nope, he tries to teleport out and actually going to make it so. Yeah, so of course carry Vindicator is very powerful, putting out all of the true damage later on in the game. Vindicator just got patched, and what do you think of that? The way they removed the Sage's Law and they changed his Glyph of Silence. Do you think it's going to make him more powerful, or is it?
It will make him a more powerful hero early game, because back in the days before the patch hit, I mean that's today of course, the moment we're doing a stream, the cast, and now he has the ability and the potential to do early on damage, because before he only had some farm with Master's Incantation, and now he can also harass and do some nuking damage with no problem.
I just accidentally paused, so we need to sync up again.
Yep, 1 minute are you at?
I am at, let me just pause at 10:20, but yeah, we got some team fight at the bottom lane. So I'm at 10:20 now in the game counter. So just tell me when you count up.
10:20, 10:20.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I accidentally pressed space and.
No problem. I am there now.
Okay, so yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you going with ×1 speed or ×2, by the way?
I'm going with ×1.
Okay.
No, ×2 is not an enjoyable speed for casting.
Vengeance is
Because then you have to simply. Basically, I like to take a look at the bigger picture of a game. So, if you, that's something I really like to do. But if you are casting, and you are casting at 2 times speed, that's all you can do, and it's not the most enjoyable thing if you want to watch a cast. So,
yeah, it's still going too fast, and you can't pay attention to everything in the same time.
Oh,
I mean, it's hard to get to pay attention in normal games with high MMR people, or just some tournaments, because there's action everywhere, mid lane, top lane, bot lane, and even if we speed it up ×2, it's gonna be even harder to get to it too.
Oh, this poor support Bombardier. Why doesn't he use it? I don't know, but he gets caught in that Kinesis storm, and just take a look at his burst. It's very, very powerful.
It is.
He has a lot of nuking potential.
Is the damage magic, by the way, or is it physical? I believe it's magic.
Yeah, it's magic. It's magic. He's a magic only hero. Even his passive only works based on magic damage, so he's only magic. But Tempest has a portal key. That's interesting. So looks like they're going to get a tower at the bottom there. Yeah, not much to say about it. Looks like Pestilence is running in. He has a portal key, so he's actually going to be able to jump into that. And Tempest tanking the tower, that's actually not the smartest of ideas right here, because if Pestilence jumps in like that, and here we go, he jumps in onto Vindicator, and taking a lot of damage, but the Tempest ultimate
really good ulti by Tempest,
actually corked him as well, and some other guy didn't. Bombardier looks like it. In the meantime, Freshpro is simply destroying everybody. Yeah. a lot of players pretty low, but looks like Moonqueen's going to take out that poor Tempest, and Freshpro still chasing. The fun thing is that with his lifting abilities, he's just able to
5 kills, no chance.
hold the enemy in place and deal the damage. He needs to kill someone. And here we go. Master of Arm goes down here and he gets some nice kills.
Yeah, in the meantime, Behemoth picks up Moonqueen after she did the hat trick, which boosted her a lot. Even though she's really in a crappy position now, she's at 8 and 180 GPM, and for a carry that's not good. Even Master has more GPM than
it's
her,
especially not good for a carry that just picked up a hat trick. So
yeah, exactly. So after hat trick, he went to 180.
Yeah. Well, Moonqueen is one of those heroes. What do you think of her? I think it's sad that she has that low range. I think she could be really powerful. Just give her a range buff. There's no reason for her to have only 350. 350.
Yeah, I think that the low range is a way that the makers S2 games are trying to find a balance between her high damage with her aura, and then not to have a lot of range. Because if you have both the long range and the high damage by the aura, it will be really unbalanced. Let's say, I'm not gonna say really overpowered. I'm just gonna say unbalanced, because people do not like saying me overpowered. Apparently, I'm not the one to say that.
Yeah, there are only a few cases in which I would call something overpowered, like old Gemini. That guy.
Yeah, old Gemini. Old Gemini.
Old Gemini. That was ridiculous. But still, Moonqueen, I think she can actually have an impact in the game. If she's one of those heroes, if she gets farmed, she's going to be able to deal a lot of damage. And unlike other heroes, she does actually have a quite decent farming ability with those multi-strike.
Yeah.
But we still don't see her. And give her a range buff, just a little bit. I want that. I think Moonqueen is a fun hero, because with those glaives she can just stand somewhere and put out a lot of damage. And it's just fun to watch, because everything bouncing around and going crazy, and in the meantime Kinesis simply destroys Master of Arms. He's still trying to run away, but oh, here we go with Pestilence jumping in. It's going to go down if you know ultimate.
Yeah, Moonqueen ultimate.
Yeah, the ultimate is awesome. Sadly has a lot of cooldown. So
yeah, Behemoth just bought his portal key.
Oh.
So now with both Tempest and him having the portal key is gonna be fun. Even though Behemoth did it quite early. I mean, the 15-minute marker having a portal key is quite impressive.
He doesn't even have boots yet.
Yeah, he has nothing basically, but his GPM is higher than most of the Legion side.
Yeah. It's higher than 3 of the Legion's heroes. So, but I guess that comes down to, let's just take a look at Freshpro. He's completely dominating this game, and he isn't even farming creeps. That guy is farming heroes. That's all he does. And what do you think he's going to go for? He already picked up a tablet of command, and we already talked a little bit about this. Kinesis being one of those really magic heavy, magic damage heavy dependent heroes. So do you think your spell shots is viable on this hero?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know what's the cooldown on, if there is any cooldown on his second ability.
There is a cooldown. It's based on charges.
Is it on charges? Yeah.
It's on charges, and every charge has a cooldown of 2.5 seconds.
Well, seeing that, I don't think that spell shot is really the best pickup for the hero, because the 30% reduction cooldown would just put it at, like, let's say 2.2 seconds reduction, or 2.1. I don't know really how much it will be. And I really believe that the Frostfield Blade or the Staff of the Mastery is a greater item for the hero than spell shots.
Oh yeah. I really want to see that Frostify Blade. If you can just use that, you basically deal 1000 damage, and your shield is capped on 500, so if you hit all 5 heroes, which is pretty easy with that item, has a huge AoE. Really has. It's going to be quite useful.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, Emerson is completely dominating this game. looks like it. Even Tempest just recklessly pushed in the top tower. Oh yeah, and got caught. Poor guy, but that's what was happening for pushing. Oh, Pandemonium! That's the one guy that has been doing his thing in the background, and doesn't even have that much money. So poor guy.
Yeah, he has a last Jeep and Behemoth,
Yeah.
which is kinda dull, but oh well, it's not my thing to say.
Oh, Master of Arms picked up an interesting item. Energizer. So that's an item worth talking about. What do you think of that one?
Energizer is a really good item. I don't think of it as a must item of a team, but I would really
Oh, take a look at this Tempest item, and here we go with the Kinesis AoE, completely destroying everything. Moonqueen running in as well. Looks like Kinesis is going to drop. No, he's still fine. Oh, here we go with the dash proc from Pestilence, and Kinesis goes down. So that was an interesting fight, but still going. Pandemonium using his ultimate on Pestilence. Moonqueen trying to save Pestilence, but is she going to get out of this herself? Nope. Even her poor little body gets lifted up after she's already dead. Is Pestilence going to die to Sage's Law? I think he will. Yes.
Yeah, he is, because of the flight. He took a lot more damage than he was supposed to.
Yeah. And well, he didn't have anything left. And his life pool was really low. So that was just. Did you actually see what Kinesis just did there?
Yeah, I did. It was a huge damage.
Yeah, he
really huge damage.
You basically insta-killed 2 heroes. That's ridiculous. Oh, teamfight's still going. They want to try to defend this tower, but everyone's trying to run away. But here we go with that Energizer and the offensive ultimate used by Master of Arms. Doesn't look they're going to catch it. So, but yeah, Energizer.
Yeah, back to the topic of Energizer.
No, it's still going. Shit, it's still going.
Come on, guys, let me talk. Stop fighting.
Yeah, come on, peace and harmony. Oh, but I think that's it. Pestilence picked off 2 heroes and yeah. Okay, so Energizer.
Yeah. Okay, back to the topic now. Energizer. Please do not fight. It's a item that I would like to see more. I mean, it's an item that we do not see often, but it's a really great item. I mean, boosting the movement speed of a whole team is a great bonus, and for fights that are not completely a pushover that you have to back in and go back and get back in and stuff like that and run around constantly, it's a great item.
Yeah. I think it's Energizers. I really think that it's a very good item. I still don't know why nobody is picking it up. It's one of those items that I think is kind of forgotten for some reason. If you just take a look at any game, it doesn't matter whether pub or pro, nobody ever buys an Energizer. And I think that's sad, because this item, it gives you a lot of situational things, like you are able to run away if necessary, or chase someone, or kill a pestilence, or something like that. So yeah, I don't know why it is the way it is, but we for some reason cannot have nice. Oh, nice swap on Andromeda! Is it actually going to save it? Don't think so though. Oh, poor guy. But that was close.
It was.
Yeah, Energizer. Oh no, wait, I don't see this item. And every single time I actually see the item, it's on a Master of Arms for some odd reason.
I think that the reason is that most of the people play him because the only hero that has that item is recommended is Master of Arms.
Does he actually?
Yeah, he's the only one that has it. I've seen it before, and I was really wondering if other heroes have it or not, but he's the only one that has it.
Okay, so that's interesting. I usually don't read the guides. Right?
Yeah, me neither, but when a new hero comes out, I usually do, because I'm not the one just testing it, and I want to just try out new builds. I mean, I do it, but not so often. And it was the first item that was, I think it was the same patch that Master of Arms came, that they put in Energizer, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I actually think that's true. I think it was around that time. So these items were actually put in at a very, very similar time. Oh, but Hellmonster is pushing, and Freshpro is just rolling. He doesn't even care anymore. He has 2.8k saved up. What do I need items for? I am Kinesis.
The thing I was thinking about is, I think people forgot how to use Tempest third ability or Meteor. I've seen a lot of great ultis, a lot of great elemental voids, but people used to precast a Meteor and then get a void, just like the people in. But nowadays, they only focus on getting the ulti correct.
Yeah, the problem with that is usually if you jump in. Oh, and here we go. Ultimate, is it? Oh, Pestilence running in! So it's a really, really good ultimate from Pandemonium gets stunned out of it. That Pandemonium gets stunned. Oh, he's actually able to channel something for quite some time. Oh, Kinesis, that news is so powerful. And here we go with Does Freshpro have a botkin? No,
No, he still has.
The problem with that. Oh, nice tip. But the problem with using that what's it, Meteor first is simply if you jump in, you have about you don't have the time. It has some animation, so and if you basically start the animation and if you now get stunned, your ultimate is basically wasted. You won't be able to cast it, and you just died for nothing. So I think the reason why nobody plays it like that, even though, of course, in theory, it's
Give up already.
The best way to play Tempest. Jump in, use Meteor, and then ultimate, because it's an incredible amount of damage. I think if you channel the entire thing, it's going to be like 25% health, not even considered the elemental void damage.
Yeah, I know.
No, how much does it actually need? 6%. So times how long does it take? For a second? 24% health. That's a lot. Picked up an assassin shot.
Exactly. I know. Back in the days when I was watching some Dota tournaments, they always did it. I mean, there was a time when Enigma, that's what's it called, Tempest in Dota for those that do not know.
Yeah.
Precasted his third ability and then went with the void, because it was so much damage. It was immensely good.
Yeah.
It still is, but
if you're able to actually manage to do that, but the problem just is it's kind of risky.
it's really risky. It is.
Yeah.
It is a huge risk, but if you manage to do it, it's a huge advantage to your team and to the team fight.
But I also think one of the reasons why it's one of those risks that usually players take while playing Dota, but not so much in Hon, is in Hon you have a lot more of these AOE let's kill everything right now, right there heroes.
Indeed.
So they aren't actually dependent on that. Looks like Kinesis is trouble. No, he's better than invisibility. Oh, here we go with me jumping in Empire Pandemonium. Pandemonium always jumps in and then has no mana left for some reason. I don't know what this guy is doing.
The Legion takes down a Hellboy.
But he has no items for mana. Figure that one out.
But yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Even in banning draft or banning pick, almost all the time we see heroes that do a lot of AoE damage get banned. For example, Plague Rider, you have Kraken bans, you have Cthulhu bans, you have Behemoth bans. And I think when we all sum it up, we see that the game is basically AoE damage.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason why people don't take that risk, because everybody is able to put out this much damage. They are not dependent on the Meteor, and even though it would be nice, usually it's not worth the risk. But yeah, that's it. Kind of a decent replay, I guess. Not the best, but whatever.
Yeah, short but good replay, I guess.
So, guys, I want to say something. Both Javi and me are trying to get the casting position at Hon Portal, and we are probably going to cast later on for Hon Portal, right? Probably.
Yes, we are. I hope at least.
Yeah. So, if you want to watch and come and see us cast again, just go to the Hon Portal stream. I think it's twitch.tv/HonPortal or something.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. See you next time.